Hello, everyone, or whoever's watching this. Welcome to this YouTube channel, or documentation, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what I'd really call this. But yeah, welcome to just me talking and playing Minecraft. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. I really wanted to just kind of talk about like my thoughts and also just have a good excuse to play Minecraft. So it's kind of a two-in-one. And I also kind of want to use this as a time capsule, maybe, for the future. I don't know if I'll see this in the future or everyone makes fun of me for this in the future, but I just want to have something to kind of hold my thoughts and overall just kind of talk about my life and my experiences and maybe something that can help you. I'm not trying to be like those self-help people, the cliche ones who offer you a course or whatever. I don't necessarily know if this is going to be about self-help. I think I have some ideas of what I want to talk about in this channel. I'm just gonna say series from now on, just because I don't know if this will be on YouTube or whatever, but this like series, I have a couple of thoughts written down about, just whatever that I was thinking about at that moment. I'm gonna make a little spawn point right here, but I figured I'd do it in hardcore just because I really enjoy hardcore as a gameplay. I think survival is fun, but the idea of death being a like temporary or not temporary, a permanent thing is something that I think is pretty cool. It's like real life kind of. Oh, is it dark oak forest over there? So, ow. Oh, a village. I also want to build cool stuff on this world. I don't know. This series is kind of just a mix of everything, but again, it's mainly going to be me talking about my life or my thoughts on a certain subject. I don't know exactly what I want the outcome of this channel to be when it comes to people, but I do want to upload YouTube videos, so this series will be uploaded on YouTube. I'm gonna trap all these villagers so I can use them for later. Get in there. Oh, doing my job for me. So if you're still watching this for whatever reason, why exactly am I doing this? I kind of had a thought probably about a couple weeks ago where it's like, man, I'm doing nothing with my life, and not necessarily nothing. That villager's dying. Oh, needs help. And not necessarily nothing, like I'm in college, I'm a college student, and I believe I'm doing something with my profession, but I feel like personally I'm lacking some passion project or something to fill my time that I find somewhat fulfilling. Basically, the eye-opening event was like, hey, you should do something that you were thinking about doing for a while. And I know every kid wanted to have a YouTube channel, including myself, and I never really got around to it because, oh shoot, I need food. Well, mainly because I was lazy, and I also was a naive kid who did not know anything about YouTube at all. But now that I'm a little older, I at least know about recording software. I've done it before for secondary school projects, so it's something that I'm finally getting around to. Whoa, it's a lot of apples. I don't really want this channel to blow up per se. I don't know. I mainly want this to be kind of a place for me to just talk, like I've said a million times already. Also, I want to kind of help people in a weird way. I know I said I don't want much to the channel, but hear me out for a second. Thought about like my impact on the world, and I know I'm only a college student, but I mean there's people curing cancer or whatnot. So, but I mean comparison is the theft of joy, so I can't compare myself too much to those people. But what I want to do is kind of give some wisdom or advice that maybe someone needs to hear. Maybe if I talk about managing my time, or how to deal with issues in their life, or just kind of ideas. Like one, I know it's kind of a spoiler already, but one I really want to do on is generative AI and how it's changing the world, but it's making us think less. So shout out to that video whenever it comes out. But for now, I mainly just want to give an introduction. I do not expect this to be a long video. I'd like to aim my videos for most likely 10, 11 minutes, just because after that, it just becomes a podcast and I might as well make a podcast. But I don't want to make a podcast. I want to make just these short little videos that I can discuss. Oh, how do you deal with this, or a modern issue in today's society, or something like that. And listen, I'm not trying to be some sophisticated person acting like I know everything. I just want to have my opinion on it and just discuss it, and also play Minecraft. Also, I'm not going to sleep tonight just because I feel like it makes the game so easy, and I just don't want to do that. So we're going to make a little... I'm just going to turn all these into planks. Door. All these villagers are going to die, the ones that I didn't protect, but I protected a lot of them, so they're on their own. I don't know why I had such a strong urge to play Minecraft, especially since being away from my laptop. It was kind of hard for me to play video games with my friends. I really wanted to play just a ton of videos in general, but Minecraft specifically, just because I think it's a fun game that I just chill out to. But I couldn't really do that because the laptop I had sucked, and there was no point in playing Minecraft if I would just go back home and play on my gaming computer. I want to make a shield first, for sure. I also just want to give meaning to this Minecraft world. I kind of have a series backed up by this world, which gives me a good incentive to play, and it actually makes me want to play this more as I want to talk more about all the little subjects and ideas I have in my mind. Also, ignore my voice. I'm just getting over a common cold, and it's really annoying, but my voice isn't this nasally, so trust me, it's not that annoying. Another thing I've really wanted to do is create music, specifically just video game music or piano music. I'm really interested in the piano, and one thing that I want to do with this name, MTL, is kind of just expand on my personal creativity side. I know it's kind of early considering this is literally the first episode, or what would I even call this? What do you even call this? Installment? I don't know. But this is the first part of this series of me talking, of this Minecraft series. God, I sound like an old YouTuber. I also just want to see how much traction this YouTube channel gets, especially in today's era. I don't want to sound like an old person again. In today's era of like overstimulating YouTube videos and all that stuff, I wonder how many... Oh my god, I thought that skeleton was going after me. I do wonder how many people would stick by and watch this video. I don't necessarily think this video, just because this is like an introduction video, and I'm thinking it's more likely that my later videos on maybe a trendy subject would be viral. But I don't know, maybe this could be viral, and who knows. I'm not really expecting anything. Also, in these Minecraft episodes, Let's Plays, I'm just still going to call it a series, but in other Let's Plays, they do the montage of mining the ores, and I really want to do that, so I'm going to do that right now. Alright, I think that was all of them. Another thing that I want to mention is this idea of me talking about stuff isn't necessarily contained or like supposed to be about over serious stuff. I want it to be about some serious topics, but I also want it to be about less serious topics. Like I said, like the AI one, I would consider it's pretty like in between serious and non-serious, mainly because like it's not necessarily dealing with any hard subjects, like hard to talk about subjects, but it's still an interesting and important one nonetheless. Also, this isn't going to be some super oversaturated hardcore playthrough where they do everything in like the first day an episode, and then there's just nothing after, where they waste like a million hours building something cool that someone could probably do already. I don't want to say I offer something unique, because truthfully, I don't think I am. I think there's millions of Minecraft playthroughs most likely talking about the same things I am, but I just want to do to talk and have a little virtual scrapbook. Who knows, if I ever become a famous person, which I doubt I will, but for whatever reason, if I ever become famous, I can have this to look back on and say, hey, I did this. That was cool. All right, time to set up a little farm just so I can get some reliable food eventually. And my armor should be done. Oh, it's exactly done. Turns out my hard drive did not have enough storage, so I had to move the recordings to another disk. But we got iron armor, which I'm pretty happy about. We got a little farm that's going on here. I'm gonna plant more trees too. So yeah, this is pretty much the introduction for the series. And I also can't wait to play more Minecraft as well, because I do really love this game. And that's mainly it for this episode. A couple things. I realized that my audio was also not recording, so most of the time you heard my voice, which I mean I did want, but I will include audio in the next video, and I'll just try to improve on some things and overall just have a better video and a more structured train of thought. Maybe I'll have a little script, I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go. But if you watch this, I really appreciate it, and have a good one. Thanks for watching. I hope this actually becomes something that I do often. We'll see.